this episode of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
Observe for a moment the desktop of the victim. Oh, is he like a PC gamer? Sayonara, Bonsai, Mikado, Nado Nado. I trust you're suitably impressed. Oh no, it's just that crewman standing by the door. I can't help feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. Oh yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Wait, does he? Oh my god, it's... Hello, welcome back to my channel. We are just talking to Herlock Sholmes. Herlock Sholmes? I still don't know how to pronounce his name. I thought it was just Herlock. Because like Sherlock, right? Or has this whole time been his name pronounced Sherlock? No way. Sherlock Holmes. So Herlock Sholmes. Okay, let's keep moving. Your deduction just now. Can we talk about your deduction before? The things you concluded about me, I mean... Yeah, how did you even... the now famously accurate, troubling predicament you find yourself in? Actually, it was the other details that I was more hoping to discuss. You know, the merciless Russian revolutionary and assassin of 16 part? Yeah, where did you get that? Yes, the more sordid details. It was a fairly commonplace deduction. Here we have this morning's paper. The main headline reads... Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Okay, first of all, he fled this morning? Were we in Shanghai at all? This vessel made a port call at Shanghai yesterday. Oh, okay, that's fine. Fair. And last night the young Russian was murdered. Since when was Kazuma a Russian? It sounds like Mr. Sholmes has concluded he was Russian because of what Kazuma-sama wrote on the floor. It was a simple act of reasoning to realize that the culprit of this crime was the same merciless revolutionary. One who would kill the very man who helped him to escape after his true identity was discovered. Yes, you, villain Bolshevik. No, well, how could it be me? Yeah, I don't look anything like him. I don't look anything like this man. Just look at his face. With his tiny eyes and his long face. Well, you are a fearsome revolutionary after all. Do you need to put your glasses back on or what? Okay, what is with these breakdancing dance moves? Therefore, you have no doubt learned to revolutionize your appearance as well. What? And I might add, your name does not appear on the ship's passenger list. Need I say more? Well, that's unrelated, okay? That's because I'm a stowaway. What about the other details? The 16 victims of assassination and blowing up the Crystal Tower? Yeah, I have no idea. Yes, the journalist clearly interviewed the man and printed all those particulars in the article. The deeds the man has perpetrated thus far and those he is plotting. Yes, everything about this revolutionary Bolshevik was included. There can be no mistake. Okay. Do revolutionaries usually agree to interviews with newspaper reporters, I wonder? Yeah. And what about the part where you said I was just returning from Afghanistan? Also, quite clearly stated here in the article. Bolshevik is recently returned after a period of subversive activities in a war-torn region of Afghanistan. Where even is it anyway? This Afghanistan place. How do you not know where Afghanistan is? I guess it's like... This must be like the 19th century? Early 19th century? I don't know. Here, take the paper for yourself, as a little memento of this great deduction. Oh, thanks. Will you sign it for me too? I've absorbed all that is of interest to me within its papers, but I see no rubbish bin nearby. Oh, wow. Okay, so you're just gonna hand it to me. And you may find the article on the back page of interest as well. On the back? Cast your eye over it sometime if the interest takes you. Though you may need someone to interpret. It's all written in Russian. I couldn't hope to read it. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt just to glance at the article. Maybe there might be a picture or two. Okay. What were you just Oh yeah, why were you on the desk? Like upside down. Before we started talking, you were examining Kazuma's desk, weren't you? Kazuma? Ah, yes, the victim. Yeah. Did you notice anything useful? Anything at all? Oh. I like his hat, though. Observe for a moment the desktop of the victim. Oh, is he like a PC gamer? We see that the victim was engaged in penning some text. London Diary. Oh, we're not supposed to read it. We're gonna get another Susato takedown. Kazuma was keeping notes of the trip. Ah, but I don't think you should read his private writings. It could upset people. Yeah. Like, Susato. Tragic. And something you ought to perhaps elucidate before the act of reading. You mean you've read it already? It is my business to know what other people do not. Yes, believe it or not, I know a smattering of Japanese. Oh, I see. Well, you're about to know what a Susato takedown is. Yeah, no fair, she's not doing it. Susato-san, aren't you going to throw the detective with one of your trademark takedowns? I'm sorry, Naruhodo-san, what on earth do you mean? Life is so unfair. Anyway, to return to the matter at hand, namely this diary. Namely this diary belonging to the victim. It would appear the final sentence is incomplete, as if the author were cut short. Tell me, what is the nature of the writing? Pray be precise as to details. Oh, but I thought you knew Japanese. A smattering, dear boy, a smattering. Sayonara, bonsai, mikado, nado nado. I trust you're suitably impressed. But this diary is littered with complicated looking characters, of which I can read precisely none. So he can't read it. So what was all that showing off about before then? If you would be so kind as to show me, I would be happy to read it to you, Mr. Scholz. Dude, what a bitch. I'm much obliged, my dear madam. The final entry here in Kazuma-sama's diary consists of just 2 short sentences. The first reads, 1:23 a.m. I can hear a faint whistling sound. A whistling sound? These are very deep waters. Pray, go on. The second sentence reads, 1:35 a.m. What looks like some sort of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? What on earth does that mean? I have no idea. I've never heard that expression before. Yeah, that's kind of weird. The ventilator grill, you say? The man was presumably referring... Yeah, to that one. To the lattice there on the wall, which connects to the adjoining cabin. Yes, the adjoining cabin. Okay, his diary has been entered in the court record. Nice. Huh, interesting. So, I believe I've given you enough to consider for the time being at last. Do you have somewhere to go? As it happens, the victim's writings in his diary have piqued my interest. His dance moves. The matter warrants further investigation, I believe. And if I'm still too long, the seasickness takes hold. If I am still too long... Oh, and if I'm still too long, the seasickness takes hold. Oh, I suppose you're thinking of investigating the cabin next door, which the ventilator connects to? Yeah, duh, obviously. Great detectives are a curious breed. Our minds rebel at stagnation. We crave mental exaltation. Is he like a rapper too? So yes, I intend to investigate, hence the truth will become clear soon enough. Do you think perhaps that we could go with you? Please? It wasn't me, I swear. No, that would be somewhat complicated. What? But why? A simple glance at your wrist should reveal the answer. Okay, listen, it wasn't me. Oh, these. After all, you're the prime suspect in this matter. No? There's no point trying to turn it into a question. You're the one who decided I was the culprit in the first place. Whatever do you mean? I have no recollection of naming you as the culprit at any point. Okay, then who put these handcuffs on me? You must be joking. You just said it only a moment ago. Dear me, you are clearly misguided. I would have no cause to say such a thing. What? Are we being gaslighted right now? What is going on? Well, actually, Mr. Sholmes, I did hear you say that too. You're quite sure? Well, that's very strange. Yeah, you're very strange. I wouldn't have said you had the face of a criminal, you know? Not really. So, what? Were you looking at my knees before? Some great detective you are. Or he's just, like, short-sighted. I don't know. Well, anyway, that was then and this is now. What do you mean? That was then and this is now. What I mean, sir, is this. If you're the culprit, then you must play the part more convincingly. Roll over and accept your fate. What? Okay. Now he's just being plain rude. Did he just leave? Okay. I'm just gonna leave on that note. And off he goes, having just laughed in my face. His sense of humor is as twisted as his name. Dang. Naruhodo-san, what are you just standing there for? What? We must go and investigate the cabin next door as well. But aren't you forgetting something? What about these? There's no way I can... Okay. After Kazuma-sama spent his dying moments struggling to leave us a clue, you're willing to give up? You're just gonna roll over and accept your fate? No. As if you gave me any choice in the rolling over part. Nice. Okay. I think we still have some investigation to finish off in here first, don't we? Do we? Let's carry on and examining what we can in this cabin while we wait for a chance to slip next door. Okay, good idea. The situation doesn't look good for me, but there are still things I can do to help myself. And I owe it to Kazuma to do everything I can to find a way out of this, and bring the real culprit to justice. Okay. Oh, there's another guy. Is something wrong, Naruhodo-san? Oh, no, it's just that crewman standing by the door. I can't help feeling like I've seen him somewhere before. Oh, yes, you're right. He does look familiar. Wait, does he? Yes? What can I do for you? Oh my god, it's Hosonaga. He's wearing a sailor outfit. I recognize that face, but it can't be. Yes, it's Hosonaga. Or maybe it's his twin. I didn't know you were here, Inspector Hosonaga. Hello again. What are you doing here? I think that should be my line. I was so stunned when I saw you, my heart dropped. Nearly stopped, I hope. I received some special orders to go undercover as a member of the crew and board the ship. What could he be investigating? Again? That's weird. You certainly seem to enjoy undercover work, Inspector. Yes, I like dressing up. If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask. I never expected to see this man on board, but perhaps his presence can help me out of this hopeless situation. Okay, let's talk to Hosonaga. Yeah, what are the special orders? He's probably not going to tell us, but... So what are your special orders this time, Inspector? Yeah, and why are you dressed as a member of the crew? Listen, Linda, don't worry about it. Yeah, he's not going to tell us. I'm so sorry. Huh? This is all my fault. I take full responsibility. For what? My orders were to act as Asogi-san's bodyguard. Oh, what? Well, you fucked that up. It was Minister of Justice Jigoku, who pushed for this overseas study tour to go ahead. Okay. And he entrusted me with ensuring that Asogi-san reached Great Britain without being assassinated. What? He was being targeted? How could that even have been a possibility? Is it because of the last case, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. But these are complicated times. There are tensions between the world's greatest powers. Minister Jigoku said he should be prepared for all eventualities. This is incredible. I don't believe it. Kazuma-sama was assassinated? Obviously, we couldn't give Asogi-san a visible security escort. Which is why I'm undercover now, posing as one of the crew. And revealing it in front of another part of the crew. I see. And I didn't take my eyes off him the entire time we've been on board. From morning until night, every day. But I never imagined it would happen here inside his own cabin. Not here on the first class deck. Are we on the first class deck? I failed miserably at my assignment, and Asogi-san is dead as a result. I'm a disgrace. Oh, all I can do is humbly apologize. Inspector. So, if there's anything at all that I can do to help now, just say the word. Okay. Can you give me permission to investigate? We're doing what we can to investigate Kazuma's death ourselves. I thought you might be. You didn't do it, did you? You're not the killer? Oh, no, not at all. Of course not. Well, that's all I needed. We'd really like to investigate the cabin next door. Yes, so we need to be allowed out of this cabin. Oh, he looks so sad. I'm sorry. What? You've been deemed a risk to the ship's safety. If you move to even touch the handle of the cabin door, that stormy-looking seaman there would surely snap your neck in two. Damn. I suppose I'm not just a stowaway now. They think I'm a murderer as well. He looks really intense. Would it be possible to give me something to work with, do you think? I'm going to need something persuasive. Something persuasive? What do you mean? If I had a solid reason why the next door cabin should be investigated, for example, I'd do everything I could to persuade the captain to allow it. Really, I'd lay my life on the line if I had to. But I don't see how... I'm confused. There may be a way. What? Really? Think of how you tried to persuade me of your innocence, Naruhodo-san. By presenting me with a piece of evidence that you already had in your possession. Evidence? It's just the same as when you were in court. You must have done it many times during your trial. Okay. Let's look at our stuff and see what we have so far. Okay. Let's look at this. I don't think there's anything here that we can look at. Oh, look at his mouth. Look at his... Look at his face. Okay. Moving right along. Let's look at this. His face is so funny. I'm afraid I can't read a word of Russian. No, me neither. I have no idea what any of this says. The pair of you... what are you still doing here? The article on the front page of this newspaper is concerned with a fearsome Russian revolutionary. It reads, Revolutionary villain Bolshevik flees Russia via Shanghai. Yes, you told us that before. It reveals also... So, okay, looking side by side, we look nothing alike. Look at his nose. It's a huge fucking nose. It reveals also that those who see the man's beard with their own eyes never live to tell the tale. Oh my goodness, he is fearsome. Well, presumably the newspaper photographer was alright, wasn't he? The solution is obvious, of course. If he despises his beard to that degree, he need only shave it off. Okay, what are we talking about here? I'm confused. Alright, that's weird. Okay, what's back here? Oh, whoa. Who's this? This is interesting. Have you found something relevant, Naruhodo-san? Well, no, I mean, it looks like it might be interesting. I can't read a single word, I'm afraid. No, nor can I, but look at this picture. Perhaps it's about a beautiful young Russian princess, do you think? She is very pretty, isn't she? I suppose you enjoy articles like this, do you? I don't know. I can't make any sense of it. Ah, I'm glad you noticed this article. Allow me to give you a short summary of its contents. Oh, thank you. He pops up everywhere, this Mr. Sholmes. It's about the disappearance of a young lady last night. Renowned prima ballerina of the Novovik Ballet disappears from Shanghai. During a performance in Shanghai, the famous dancer was reported missing. She is, of course, the talented, young Nikolina Pavlova. Why are Russian names so hard to remember and, like, pronounce? It would appear the woman was in costume when she was found to be missing from her dressing room, wearing the diamond tiara you see pictured, which is worth some 20,000 rubles. Oh, how much is 20,000 rubles? I have no idea, but I'm quite sure. It must be an unbelievable sum of money. Susato-san's eyes are shining like diamonds herself. The tiara is a property of the Novovik Ballet. It would seem the director is beside herself with worry. For the tiara or the ballerina? Oh, okay. The company is most anxious to recover both Miss Pavlova and the valuable tiara. They've requested international assistance at all ports with sailings to Great Britain. Wow, it's a huge deal. Could this be another case of a Russian fleeing his or her country? It does seem to be the Russian thing to do. What does that mean? I'm not even going to dignify that with a response, Mr. Naruhodo. Okay. Okay, well, we got that, but I don't think that's gonna prove anything about... I don't think that's gonna be enough for Hosonaga. Okay. Yeah, okay. So this was 12 minutes later. So he hear a faint whistling sound, and then 12 minutes later, he sees some sort of speckled band dangling from the ventilator grill. I guess that's it. Should we present that? Oh, here we go. Okay, present. Let's do... There we go. What's that? It's Kazuma's diary. Just before he died, Kazuma-sama wrote something rather strange in his diary. Strange? In what way? He wrote, what looks like some kind of speckled band is dangling from the ventilator grill. A speckled band? That is strange. Yes, we're still trying to work out what he meant by that. But what I'd like to know is... Don't tell me. The ventilator, is it? Yeah. You're very astute, Inspector. 900 IQ. That ventilator clearly joins to the next door cabin. That's right, so if we can investigate in there, we might be able to work out what the speckled band is. Come on. Alright then. Nice. I can't leave this cabin at the moment. I'm stuck here until we arrive at the next port. The captain has given me strict orders to guard the scene of the crime you see. Okay. I'll have to entrust the investigation to you. Really? You're willing to do that? Yes, as long as you don't leave the first-class cabin area. I'm afraid I can't remove those handcuffs, though. But what about the captain? Aren't you going against his direct orders? I'm a man of my word. And I promise you that I'll lay my life on the line if that's what it takes to convince the captain. Whoa. After all, we bros. I failed to keep Asogi-san safe. This is the least I can do. Thank you. Let's seize the moment then, Naruhodo-san. Okay, we're gonna go. Press move. Alright, let's see what we can find out. Okay. Move. First class passageway. The passageway that connects the first class cabins. Okay, first and foremost, we need to get out of the cabin. Okay. Whoa. 7:48 a.m. SS Buria, first class cabin passageway. Okay, what is that? Is that a mousetrap or something? Phew, I'm finally out of that cabin. Has it been like 2 weeks since we've been out of that cabin then? I have to admit, this isn't quite what I was expecting. It's less spacious out here than I thought it would be, and this is the most luxurious accommodation. Yes, indeed. Kazuma-sama was being sent on this study tour by the government. That's why he was being put in a first-class cabin. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Even still, this is about twice as large as my accommodation in steerage. Really? That must be awful. Oh, who's that? Oh, it's that other guy. That's another crewman keeping watch, and he looks enormous, even if he is sitting down. It looks like his shirt is too small. Like you can see his midriff. The door next to him leads to the second-class accommodation. I suppose he's making sure that no one comes in here who shouldn't. I suppose. Like people in handcuffs? Naruhodo-san, you look like a little boy visiting a toy shop for the first time. I would have thought you'd be used to the ship by now. We've been at sea for 2 weeks already. No, but I've been in my cabin. But the thing is, I was inside Kazuma's trunk when I first came aboard. And ever since then, I've been shut up inside that little wardrobe. Yeah. Idiot. It must have been a very trying time for you. Please, don't give me that pitying look. Okay. I think I'm gonna end the video here. Wow, we made it outside of the cabin after like 2 weeks. But thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more content, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye, guys.